Hello,
Great.
everybody. Welcome to a new a video or video call, whatever. Mm, well, a few things before we start. Beatrice had something happening in her family, so she couldn't join us for this one. Um, but we hope everyone is doing okay, for sure. And we want to remind you that we're still having a giveaway, and all the rules
Yes.
will be found in the description down below. And in this video, we will be talking about all the accusers, or as much as we possibly can. So, do you have anything you want to add before we start?
No, I don't have anything to add yet. So I was going to talk a little bit about Ashley and her inconsistencies, basically. We've already done it, but I'm just going to keep it short. And if you look at her lawsuit and compare it to her interview, she says it started as a relationship with consent. And in the interview, like for example, the View interview, she says it started immediately, like the very first night. He tied her and raped her unconscious body, and she just like stacks it all in and or around November 2010. So in or around mid-November. So from the 15th, maybe 10th, 15th of November, and 4th, just a couple of days, he apparently raped her several times. And Thanksgiving, with her mom, and she was planning a very nice Thanksgiving dinner with Manson, and she had her mom come over with dishes, nice dishes with food. But we know that from her mom's Facebook that her mom was in Eugene. And also her mom stated that Ashley herself was in Asia and was going to London, I think. If I remember correct. Yeah. So that doesn't add up, obviously. The part where he never hit her face, yet he cracked her nose, apparently. That doesn't, well, it doesn't add up either. And about her acting career, like it's his responsibility for her to get or have an acting career. No, either you can act or you can't. You can try out, and if they don't like it, you're fired, and whatever material they actually have of you acting doesn't have to manifest into something. It's normal, it happens, get over it, move on. He's not responsible for her acting career. And we have this raped 20 to 300 times. Just that vast amount, that space between 20 to 300 times, that's what a number. I mean, that doesn't nice to me. It doesn't sound credible at all. It just doesn't. So, yeah, no, I don't get it. And the part of her being trafficked, no, she was flying home back and forth. She's from LA. What? You're flying home. He didn't traffic you in any way, shape, or form. You were flying home from Asia. She wasn't living in Asia. She was just working there, and probably some other places like in Europe and whatnot. So her flying to LA, she was coming home. That's how I see it, at least.
Yeah.
And the part where, yeah, I mean, come on. And on the part where she didn't fully realize the extent of what she had been through with him for apparently 3 years, until fall of 2020. Well, that's pretty much a lie, because she posted a photo of her with Lily White in between her legs. where she writes, and this is like early 2019, where she writes that he destroyed her dreams of having a career, acting career and whatnot. So again, inconsistencies. I mean, it's all over the place. Just in the lawsuit itself, and if you check her Facebook, her Instagram, and how many times she has posted and written to Esme and Ashley Walters in 2019. I think even Evan. Yeah. Where they write about being survivors and whatnot. So fall 2020, that is supposed to be the time when they realized what happened, just doesn't add up based on what they wrote in 2019. Well, what she wrote. I'm just talking about her for the moment. So that's pretty much the main things, the points about Ashley Smith 9 that I had.
Yeah, and I think those are very big inconsistencies. I mean, just one of them itself would be very self-explanatory. But yeah, I think those were very good points. Okay, so I am going to talk a little bit about Evan now, and if I'm looking to the side, it's because I have notes so I won't forget. But we all know that she was together with Manson for on and off for a couple years, and up until like 2016, I think, she said nothing but great things about him. And then in 2016, I think she met Ilma Gore. We'll get to her in a little bit, but and she's a hardcore feminist and activist, and I think she even does art related things.
Apparently.
Yeah, and she's also apparently a fraudster and a hoax. So she's she's the mastermind behind all this, but and we all remember that Evan has said that Manson forced her to dress a certain way. But first of all, I just want to point out that it was her idea to dress all Lolita-like in the music video to Heart-Shaped Glasses. And I think that she kept wearing those heart-shaped glasses throughout most of their relationship to be a Lolita-like because she liked that style. But I also want to point out that she has always been the kind of person to mirror all of her partners, like to match their style. So that is that itself is a big inconsistency. And she started testifying about or against Manson in 2018, which is also bullshit because all of these women did supposedly not meet until fall 2020, and that's when they all realized that they were abused. So that's absolute bullshit. And that was also around the time the Phoenix Act started. So I think that her using Manson as her abuser was just a way to like advertise this Phoenix Act. The same with Esme. And one thing I want to mention, like I saved the best for last. Evan, who is supposedly a rape survivor and a domestic violence survivor and victim, She is best friends with Amber Heard, who is an actual abuser herself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was everything I had about Evan.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ashley Walters. Now, I couldn't find her lawsuit. I don't know where to find it, but basically she was afraid of him and he threatened her, and I don't know if she has said like the others that she was groomed. Who knows? Maybe. But there's so many footage of her with him where she kind of like I think there's one where she slaps his face even like in the car, and she doesn't look afraid in any way, shape or form. Not no. And how afraid can you be when you actually take your boss's car and crash it with was Esme his girlfriend at the time or ex? I don't remember.
Maybe it
Either
was
way.
Esme in the car.
Yeah,
Also,
but I don't know if she was his ex or they were.
I think they were. I guess you could say friends. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Either way, it was. So how fucking afraid can you be doing that? Come,
Being traumatized.
it doesn't add up. Yeah, no. And second of all, she's been around when everything of this went on with Esme, Ashley, and I think even Chloe Black.
Yeah.
Maybe even Evan. I don't really know. Yeah. So, which means that she saw everything, and she did nothing. There should be, in my opinion. I mean, if you're working for someone who's abusing so many women during a period of so many years, and you do nothing, you don't tell anyone, you don't even try to like call the cops, which was or walk over because there was a police station near his home, so she didn't have to do a whole lot. Just walk a few meters, blocks, whatever. And I mean, there should be some consequences. And I think part of her lawsuit and everything is to cover herself, cover her own back, so she doesn't get I don't know, a lawsuit on her.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say about her, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting, but she did call Greta
No, please.
a minor in her lawsuit, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Which Greta Aurora
right.
video after.
Yeah, and I think they called her a young girl, or something, and Greta was a woman.
Yeah.
She was of age, of legal age, so I think she was 19, if I remember correct. So I think so. You're of legal age. You can make your own choices. So. Yeah. So she can make her own choices. She did, and she's okay with it. She's content with her choices. So why the fuck bring her up? It's just to add more to the story, to just add more fuel to the fire that they have started.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty much what I had about Walters.
Yeah, and also she has posted a lot about Manson and Twiggy in 2000. I mean, pretty much up until just before all these people met.
Yeah. I mean, she liked pictures
until last year or 2019, something like that.
I think somewhere from 2019, if I remember correct. So it's just apparently she also then didn't know this was happening until fall of 2020. Who knows? It's just ridiculous. It doesn't add up, and Just one thing also with Ashley Smith line, that grooming thing. I mean,
it's pretty much the same with Evan and all these other women.
yeah, apparently Manson groomed Ashley Smith line over, and she's a 12-year-old. She wasn't. She was 26 when she met him. Yeah, I mean, grooming a 12-year-old, yeah, I understand that, and it happens every damn day. So
Sadly.
It's nasty. Yeah, it's nasty. It's horrible. It's just disgusting. But to say that you were groomed at the age of 26, a person who has a good modeling career. She has traveled a lot. She's like used to being on her own in Asia, for example, and in a tough industry. She wouldn't. I don't see how she can be so easily manipulated over Skype and whatever social media.
Yeah.
By Manson. He's a wizard apparently.
And now it's time for me to speak about Esme. Okay, so she met Manson. They started talking in 2005, I think, said in her lawsuit, and she was flown over in 2009, and she was supposedly raped and abused by him between 2009 to 2011. And just like the other girls, she didn't know that she was abused until fall 2020, which is also bullshit because she testified against him in 2018 together with Evan, so that's bullshit. She also got a green card in 2014, 15, something like that. So because she's not from the US, she's from the UK. So she actually chose to stay. That was by her own choice. Oh wow. And there are no scars on her back whatsoever because we all know that she claims that she was whipped by him continuously on her back. But nothing.
Yeah, wasn't that the first time she met him to make that video?
Yeah, I think
That
so.
she said
Like
it happened. Yeah, so
like the whipping part was the was the last part of the video or film.
yeah,
Whatever.
and she was flown in for just a couple of days to film this. So she has
Didn't
twisted.
they have a relationship? I think he admitted to it for like a brief time.
Yeah, I think, but from what I understood, they didn't have it the first time. She went over for just a couple of days. It was just a film, and she was there for maybe like 4 days.
Yeah.
And they filmed whatever, and she left. And then they continued to talk and whatnot, and he flew back. He flew to meet her and whatnot. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of her abuse was apparently also during those days she was there to film. So I think she's taking what was supposed to be a music video or a movie, parts of it,
Yeah, I think
and
it was
portraying it
for
as
I Want to
he
Kill You
abused
Like
me.
movies. So I think it was
Yeah,
it was for that song, but I don't know if it was for just a music video or for like a long short film, whatever.
yeah. But she's taking, as I see, something that was supposed to be, because it's a movie or a music video, and she's making it into real life, and it's not.
No.
Whatever you film, that is going to be a music video or a movie, that's not real life.
No.
Because if it was, then you would have a lot to say about many artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so based on her logics, Michael Jackson was secretly a werewolf, even though the Thriller music video was just a music video, but he was actually a werewolf.
Yeah, and also, I mean, her good friend Evan, what would she be if we just go by the stuff she has done? So
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
do you know the movie Pretty Persuasion? I mean,
I
people have
haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
yeah, because, I mean, she had the main role in that movie. I haven't seen it, but I have seen people posting clips about it from it,
Yeah.
and so she convinces her. I don't know if it was just one friend or two friends, but she convinces her friends to get together and accuse their drama teacher of sexually assaulting them.
Yeah.
And it's scary to think that she's doing the same
Well, there
thing.
you have it.
I mean, I'm not
Well,
saying she was that kind of person before up until now, because it's just a movie, but it's scary to think about.
yeah. Well, there there you have it. Oh shit. Okay, so what? Chloe and Manson had a brief fling, and apparently he raped her, abused her mentally, he groomed her, maybe also.
I think so. I'm
I don't
reading a
know. Could it?
statement from her Instagram right
Yeah. Oh,
now.
yeah.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. No. That's pretty much what I'm thinking, because their statements are pretty much the same, so it has to be that.
Yeah.
And also, she lived in his apartment. She also moved in quickly, as Ashley Smithline did, like the same day. But Ashley moved in kind of like the same day, more or less, and shortly after she met him. And apparently, she lived with Esme
Yeah.
and Manson in Manson's apartment, because their months overlapping, their time is overlapping. So that's extremely funny to me.
Yeah. It's I don't understand how people can't connect the dots, because I don't think that it's normal for like 4, 5, 6 people to live in one cramped apartment, because
Yeah,
apartments
it's
can be
not like
quite
he. Yeah,
cramped.
I mean, come on. It's not like he lived in a mansion where there was like, oh, this is the West Wing and whatnot. So they and he had had like multiple entries in this home, so they never saw each other. He lived in an apartment, so
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I don't get it. There's no way that Esme, Chloe, and Manson lived in that apartment,
And
and
Ashley.
Chloe and each other. And Ashley. Yeah, there's no fucking way. Sorry.
And one thing um I know that I paid close attention to while listening to Esme's testimony. She also said that she wasn't allowed the key. And guess who said the exact same thing in the People interview? That she
Oh,
wasn't allowed the
Ashley.
key. Yeah.
Oh, oh shit, I missed that. Yeah.
That was lit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and they're all blaming him for their drug use and for them not eating, because apparently they are just so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it, because they can't get their own food. So
Yeah. When you think of it, none of this makes any sense.
no, and their statements, everything, all of this is coordinated.
Yeah.
To pretty much bring him down. For what reason, I don't know. Are they just angry their career did not go as well as they thought it would be by being connected with him? Or do they think he owes them a career? I don't know, because they had some type of one-night stand or a short relationship with him. I don't get it, because
No.
come on, he doesn't owe them anything. And to say that he played with their visa is just stupid, because the law is that if you're from another country,
Yeah.
and you're going to work in, say, United States, I think Mexico has the same kind of laws. And many countries have this law that the employee writes that, you're going to work for me and blah, blah, blah. They're going to get paid and whatnot. So you get like a work visa.
Yeah.
If you're not going to work there anymore, or for that person, they have to call it in.
Yeah.
And say, blah, 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 I'm not going to work here anymore. And most likely the visa would be revoked, because you got it to work for that person. Yeah. Let's say Manson now. So he calls it in, or his lawyers or whomever he has to do that. Her visa is revoked. There's nothing new about it. It's not like he has like that type of thing on speed dial and be like, yeah, I don't like her anymore. Remove it. Come on. Like he has the power to do it. No, this is the law. He has to. So to say that he did something to of any sort, or her career, I think it's just stupid.
Yeah, I think this is a conspiracy that I and a few other people has, but I think that they started conspiring against him like just after he got married to Lindsay, which was like a year ago, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that they're
I mean,
jealous
it
that they didn't get to be his wife, you know.
Yeah, but I think they actually just had they had a motive with their relationship to him, because they wanted more out of it. They wanted to have that fame. So, and I think they are pissed off that they did not get more from that relationship out of it. So, to boost their careers, and I think they're kind of using it now.
Yeah. Although one of them wasn't even a relationship, it was more like a quick fuck.
Yeah, and even if, it doesn't matter what you want to call it, quick fuck or one night stand or whatever, whatever type of relationship they had with him, I think they wanted to use his fame or his connections, and they think they are entitled to his connections and to his help. Like, we saw Ashley Smith, what is it, yesterday, her video, her music video. I'm sorry, she can't sing. No, she can't sing. And if I look at her acting skills in that video, fuck me, that is horrible. So for him to be like, yeah, no, you don't fit. Sorry, you can't be in this whatever short movie they were supposedly filming when she was coming back from Asia, high as a, well, not keeping up with her drug intake.
Not being high as a kite, as they say in the States. I mean, in the
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, he's entitled to have some quality to his videos. And if he thinks you don't fit for it, then that's just the way it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
And to me also, it shows that she has really tried all angles, all ways to become famous. She's a model. We haven't seen too much. Yeah, okay, she was a model, apparently famous in Asia, not famous as a model in the States, or I should say Europe even. We're from Europe. I have never heard of her until this whole Manson thing.
Same.
So, yeah. And she tried her a music career, did
Yeah.
not work. Yeah, that was horrible. And apparently she tried to step in the movie career as well, and it
Yeah.
didn't go well either.
No, I mean I'm all for exploring yourself and like finding what you
Absolutely.
want to do, but that's to me it seems like she just wants media's attention.
Yeah. I mean, take acting classes or something so you can
Yeah.
be better. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And
Absolutely not.
I and and I don't think any of them were groomed, as they all claim they were by him.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean all of them were of age.
and not only that, even if you can groom adults, these were not naive adults.
No.
Esme had a career in acting, actually, but
Yeah.
a lot of her much of her career is BDSM related.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything from performance art to videos and photos. So this is not a naive woman. Her career was not for a naive woman, first of all. Same with Ashley, her career as a model, that's not for a naive person.
Mm.
And she managed that for years, so she could not have been that fucking naive to be groomed at 26.
Mm.
Evan, same thing there. Evan was younger,
Yeah.
yeah. She was still of age, but she was younger. But she was already in this industry. She could not have been that damn naive, you know.
Mm.
So for them to say they were groomed, no, I don't. It doesn't. No, it just doesn't add up for me.
It really doesn't. Um. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should touch a bit on Ilma Gore as well and that
Yeah,
area between like the things that we have.
yeah. Go
Uh,
ahead.
yeah, so um yeah, so as we all know, Ilma met Evan in 2015, 2016, which was around the time where she started talking badly about Manson. So, and she
Yeah,
started the Phoenix Act with her. And here's the thing that still baffles me. She contacted everyone to
yeah,
talk trash about Manson and say like, "Hey, he did this, and this to me." Like, and I
yeah.
think,
There's evidence of that. I mean,
yeah,
Greta,
yeah,
Greta,
yeah,
and that I don't know her real name, Lilith.
yeah. It was just,
Yeah,
she was the one who mentioned that they were bribed by
yeah. So
Ilma.
she was, and she didn't want to do it. So she was offered money. I think twice. She said twice to do it.
Yeah, she. I
Uh,
think she featured two screenshots of emails from Ilma in one of her videos.
exactly, exactly.
So,
And so
and
there's evidence of that.
yeah, and she's also talked about Manson in 2020 and his victims on Twitter.
Mm.
And she posted on her Twitter um, as follows, and it says as following: important to know that NDAs, especially in California, cannot be used to cover criminal activity. And then a screenshot of what what NDAs covers or cannot cover.
Mm.
This was on January 29th, so that's just 2 or 3 days before this happened.
Yeah, I mean it's all planned. They were waiting for certain stuff to happen before they did this, and Phoenix Act is one of the things they were waiting for.
Yeah,
and I do believe Evan has a political agenda. Obviously, not just the Phoenix Act. I think more is coming.
Yeah.
With all of this, so yeah, so we just have to unfortunately wait.
Yeah.
See. Yeah.
And she also has a record of being a fraud. Like, I believe.
Ilma, yeah.
Yeah. I believe she used like a GoFundMe page to raise money for something, and she used I think it was children's hospitals. I can't remember, but she used
The tattoo
very
project.
serious issue to gain money for herself and something she was gonna create.
Yeah, that wasn't
And
it. That tattoo thing.
Something as some advertising for something else.
Yeah, I think it wasn't it also that tattoo project that people were gonna pay for her to get whatever tattooed pretty much.
Yeah.
And still there's no tattoos. There's like several, so people donated money for that. And I don't understand how she's not sued for fraud.
No, me neither. I mean, she did
that.
write all the and draw all the things on her body, but it was with a marker.
Yeah, that's not tattooing, because if I remember correct reading what was stated, it was tattooing.
Yeah, and I also wrote down that she has known all these women since before or just after the Phoenix Act was started. And because she contacted them, obviously.
Yeah, this whole thing didn't start naturally.
No.
It's not like victims popped up hearing that, wait, so for example now, Esme, oh, she was also abused by him, and then like 2-3 months later, someone popped up and whatnot. They were contacted. They were, sounds like scripted, because they're extremely similar. They intertwine, they overlap each other in their timeline. Ashley Smithline has changed her timeline 3 times.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of inconsistencies in each lawsuit and statements and interviews, and all of it together. So this just screams BS.
Yeah.
And coordinated attack.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's worth mentioning Dan Cleary as well in his tweets.
Yeah, please do.
I don't really have much about him, but I think he started posting about Manson being abusive in like 2019, 2020. Because he was he was a guitar tech, all right?
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't around Manson and Evan all that much. It was for like a brief moment, because he wasn't. I'm no professional, but like from what I've seen when I've queued to concerts, especially at Grönlund, they keep their tech stuff either on the far end of the stage or on the other side of the arena.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that he was there that much. And I think he even said that himself in a podcast episode that Colonel Kurtz reacted to. Even though he didn't say it like this, but he pretty much put it out there that I wasn't around them. So it was just gossip.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a guitar tech, he's not he's not as like an assistant
No.
to help him with to help Manson with his daily life, like whatever it is, clean the litter box, to get food and whatever, book massage, say for example. I don't know. He's there for the shows to handle the guitars, basically.
Yeah.
If you're a guitar tech, that's your job. You're not there to do much else. So
No. I mean, he wasn't even.
so how much could he have been around then to see things?
Pretty much a
No.
few minutes tops.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he has also, I mean, he obviously he tweeted about this, and what's weird to me is that Ashley saved these tweets to post
Yeah.
a year later, or almost a
Yeah.
year later.
Yeah. Because they're all in on it. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I mean, we can trace back them responding to each other's posts where they write like, I'm a survivor, and how much they love each other and whatnot, sleeping on someone's sofa from like 2007. I think 17 is like the first, 17 or 18, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, to say that they knew and they understood everything that happened fall 2020 is just fucking BS. Because how can you call yourself a survivor of what? Tripping? Of what? You didn't understand you were being abused until fall 2020. So how can you call yourself a survivor 2018 or 2019?
Yeah.
And they're all like, yeah, well, of what? Survivor of what?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
And you know, they're always, the thing is that they're also saying that there's so many accusers and there's so many women coming forward. Most of the so-called accusers, they're saying there's so many women coming forward. Most of them talking about their abuse that Manson has whatever done, and most of it is not abuse. It's just pretty much. It's nothing like, for example, the portal chick.
Yeah.
When she's talking about his drawings, and like he was trying to open, the scary images were just scattered all over the floor, and like, this is his apartment. That's his art. If you don't like his art, then fine, it's not your taste, then okay, whatever. But what the fuck, trying to open a portal with his art? Like, what are you on to say that? I don't understand it. It's just so ridiculous. Is that abuse? I mean, it's just stupid things, like, pretty much. I mean, I'm not saying he's an angel of any kind. I'm sure he has had a temper like we all can have.
Yeah.
Maybe raised his voice, maybe even shouted and stuff like that. I'm not saying, yeah, he's an angel, he doesn't do anything wrong, of course, but basically, if he treats you like shit, if he screams at you, calls you a bitch or whatever it could be, go, just get up and go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it happens daily. You don't have to interact with that person. Go, just move on with your life. Screw him or screw whoever calls you a bitch, and just go on, you know?
Yeah.
To be like, oh, he abused me, and the portal with the drawings. Yeah, come on. No, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous to even have that as a backup. Like, oh yeah, there's so many accusers. Look, and so many victims. I'm sorry. Look at them. Look what they went through. You're talking about drawings.
Yeah, I think there was one person that said that there were like 30 people, and somebody else said that there were 17 other people coming forward, and I'm like, where are they?
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it's just I don't get it.
Oh, me neither. Um, was that it?
Yeah, I think that's it actually.
Oh, and yeah, well, thank you for watching. And
Yeah,
if you want to enter a giveaway of a print of one of Rita's paintings, the rules will be found below, and I will repost that post as well, so you can share it again. So, yeah.
subscribe and see you all next time.
Yeah, and don't forget to leave a like and
Yeah,
leave some feedback or some other points if you want to.
yeah, exactly. Comment below. We will take any critique. So
Yeah.
thank you all for watching and hanging out with us, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see you some other time.
Yeah.
Bye bye.